And as we take a look at how businesses across the state are reopening, we are joined now by a member of our congressional delegation with his take on how the reopening is going and what Washington is doing or can do to help out. I'd like to welcome Congressman Jim Himes, representing our 4th Congressional District. Congressman, thank you so much for being here tonight.
Great to be with you.
Congressman, as we begin to emerge from the pandemic here in Connecticut and businesses are getting back on their feet, what does it mean to you personally to see these businesses reopening and welcoming customers back?
Well, it's really terrific, right? I mean, Connecticut should be enormously proud of the achievement that we accomplished in the last couple of months or so. I mean, I look back on March and I remember when we were hit as badly as anywhere in the country, maybe not as badly as New York City, but close, right? Because we're so close to New York City. Stanford in particular, as the city closest to New York City, really had problems. I mean, I remember when the hospitals were really worried that they were going to run out of space. And now, because the citizens of Connecticut did the right thing across the boards with respect to wearing masks and, staying socially distanced and acting responsibly, the numbers are just amazing today. As you may have seen, Governor Lamont announced today another series of low numbers, including no fatalities today. So that has allowed us, of course, to open up. And it's just so gratifying to see businesses large and small beginning once again to serve people. And that's great for the businesses, and it's great for those of us who've been cooped up at home for a long time in a safe way. You can get out there, you can go out to dinner, eat outside, do it in a distance way. And again, we just need to sort of keep supporting those local merchants and, of course, above all, continue to do those things that have kept us safe and really helped us improve the situation.
All right, that in mind, Congressman, how concerned are you about the spike that we're seeing in other parts of the country? 36 states are seeing a pretty big surge in cases right now, a rise in hospitalizations, PPE shortages. How worried are you about that and about a second wave here?
Yeah, I'm very worried about that. The reality is that we are not insulated, as we all learned, from a disease that starts 8,000 miles away in a city of China that we maybe never even heard of. So when you see, dramatically increasing cases in the state of Florida and Texas and South Carolina and California, we're not insulated from that. And, it would be better, of course, if those states were where Connecticut is today with, dramatically declining numbers, but they're not. And so what that means is that we need to be extra careful, and we need to not seize on this moment where we've really done so well and begun to reopen to relax those measures. I mean, I know it's a pain in the neck to wear those masks. I know it's hard not to shake hands and give people hugs, but this is how we achieved what we achieved. And particularly since other parts of the country are having trouble, we just need to keep it up and not take our foot off the pedal at the very moment that we're doing so well.
Congressman, you've been holding a series of Facebook Lives talking about the resources that are out there and available for people and for businesses right now. What exactly is available? I know obviously there's CARES Act funding, there's the PPE money still available, right?
Yeah, that's right. And, in particular for those small businesses that are out there, there is still in excess of $100 billion of the Paycheck Protection Program loan money available. In the first couple of days, and this was months ago, of course, that money just went out the door faster than people could apply for it. But there is still money left. To get that money, you go to your bank and you say, I'd be interested in applying for a Paycheck Protection Program loan. We have actually made the terms of those loans more flexible. So there were some people who were initially concerned that the loans weren't for them. It's worth it if somebody didn't get a PPP loan, small business, nonprofit, even our houses of worship. If you're struggling and you haven't taken one of those loans, it's time to take another look at the program because there's still money left and it's helped an awful lot of people. Thousands and thousands of employees and businesses around Connecticut have been really pretty substantially helped by those PPP loans.
Very, very quickly, any idea when we might see another round of stimulus checks?
Well, sometime in the next 2 weeks, negotiations are going to begin in real earnest around the next package. And there's a lot of things on the list. There's aid to states and municipalities. But of course, aid to individuals, particularly those who have lost their jobs, has to be near the top of the list of what we negotiate in the next 2, maybe 3 weeks.
All right. Congressman Jim Himes, well, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Appreciate your time. Okay.